Good afternoon, everyone. Today, as I've told in the last class, we'll start the square lamina as well as the rectangular lamina. I'll take a few examples and we'll discuss that. The same procedure holds good for the square or rectangular lamina also. Whatever we have discussed in the yesterday's class, that is triangular lamina. So here, let us discuss this first example. And here also both corner and edge condition will discuss. The square lamina of 40 millimeters side rests on one of its sides on HP. The lamina makes 30 degree with HP and the side on which it rests makes 45 degree to VP. Draw its projections as given. So he says square lamina. So assume that this is your square lamina. He says it is resting on one of its sides on HP. So it has got 4 sides. So it can rest on any one of the side. So you take any one of the side on your left side. Okay, and he says it is resting on HP. So you keep the entire lamina on HP and draw the top view. That is true shape. The front view, it look like a straight line which is equal to the side of your square. Second position, he says the lamina is inclined at 30 degree to HP. Okay, it is tilted like this. So the square is tilted like this with any angle. In the top view, it look like a rectangle. So that is what in the second position we have to do. The third position, he says it rests makes 45 degree to VP. The side on which it rests. Now this is the 90 degree to VP. You have to tilt it like this. The top view and front view, you need to write it for this. So let me check from the beginning. A square lamina 40 millimeters square. So it rests on one of his sides on HP. So it is resting on side. It's a edge condition. So we need to write the edge on our left side as well as it is resting on HP. HP means we have to write the true shape diagram in the top view. So what I'll do, I'll draw a XY line and write HP and VP. And then now I'll construct the square of 40 millimeters such that any one of the edge should come left side to me. So square is constructed. You can name it your own, the name you can give. I have given ABCD. I have dimensioned this. One side is 40 millimeter because it's a square wherein all the 4 sides are equal. So the dimension line I have given here. So now after this, to write the front view for this, front view look like a straight line. That's what I told. When you see from the front side like this, C and D you can see. You cannot see A and B. Just look at the cursor. So that's why we'll draw the vertical projectors from all the points of your top view till it meets the XY line. Okay. Now from this point to this point, you draw a thick line because when you see from the front side, the square look like a line. So that's what I have written here. And C and D you can see, A, B you cannot see. That's why. So A dash and B dash is written within the bracket. So this completes the true shape diagram as well as the initial position or first position. Second position, what he says, the lamina is inclined at 30 degree to HP as given. So on the same XY line, right side, you identify any one of the point. From that point, right side, you draw the 30 degree line on line. After drawing 30 degree line, wherever the line you have drawn, you call this as the point A dash and D dash. You transfer this point here. After this, you take this D dash A dash to C dash B dash distance with the help of your compass. So this as the center, you cut this 30 degree line. You cut this 30 degree line. So once it cuts this 30 degree line from here to here, you join this line with a thick line. So what exactly you have done here? This previous front view you have redrawn such that this front view should lies on this 30 degree line without changing its naming and the length, everything we have redrawn it. So this completes the second position front view. The top view, how we have to draw? So to draw the top view, you keep on draw the vertical projectors like this down from the previous front view and keep on draw the horizontal projectors from the previous top view. Identify the points. A is here, A dash is here, this is A. B is here, B dash is here, this is B. C is here and C dash is here, this is C. D is here and D dash is here, this is D. Now you join this A, B, C, D with a thick line. So you will going to get a top view which is nothing but your apparent shape of your the square. So it look like a rectangle. That's what I told. So initial position you have written the top view, the true shape diagram, and then you have tilted it like this. The top view will be a rectangle. That's what you can see. Next, after this, for the third position, what he has given, the edge on which it rests. So which is the edge which is resting on HP AD. He says it is inclined at the 45 degree to VP. He says. Okay, now it is perpendicular. Either, as I told, for the final position, you can draw a 45 degree line in this way, or in this way also you can draw the 45 degree line. It is left to you. Okay, there is no restriction. So here in the previous examples, the inclination line have taken in this direction. Here, just for a change, I'm showing it in the other direction also. Any direction you can draw a 45 degree line. And after drawing 45 degree line, what you have to do, you have to redraw this previous top view or the apparent shape of the your top view such that the resting edge, that is AD, should come on this or lies on this 45 degree line. Like that you have to redraw it. So 45 degree line you draw from any point of the XY line like this. Then what you have to do, I'll take any one of the point on this 45 degree line and I'll call that as the point A. A to D distance I'll take, and from A as the center, I'll cut this 45 degree line. Okay, AD. So AD I'll be getting here. Now how to get the BC point? From D and C, I'll draw a perpendicular line or 90 degree line with respect to this 45 degree line. After drawing this perpendicular line or 90 degree line, A to B distance and D to C distance is same. You can take the distance with the help of your compass. So you can cut from here the distance, from D the distance, whatever the point you're going to get C and B. Now you can join this with a thick line. So your the top view, the final position top view is ready. What exactly you have done? So you have redrawn this previous the parent shape of the top view such that the resting edge AD should come on this 45 degree line without changing its shape and dimension, including all the other points. So this completes your the top view. Now how to draw the front view for this? Keep on draw the vertical projectors from all the 4 points of the top view and then draw the horizontal projectors from the previous front view. Now identify the points coincided. A is here, A dash is here, this point is A dash. B is here, B dash is here, this is B dash. C is here, C dash is here, this is C dash. D is here, D dash is here, this is D dash. Join all the 4 points. So whatever the front view that you are going to get, so this is the final position front view. Almost it is looking like a parallelogram. The same thing I have explained. Say the square lamina, so it is resting on one of its edge on HP. You keep the entire lamina on HP. Draw the top view, that is a true shape. You can see square. Front view will be a straight line. Next you are tilting it by 30 degree. Top view, it look like a rectangle. Now this edge, now it is perpendicular to VP. You are either like this you can tilt it, or else like this also you can tilt it. When you tilt it like this, the front view and top view you're going to get in this way. So like this, the square lamina edge condition exercise you have to complete it. I hope you understand this. Next, corner condition on example we'll discuss. So this is corner condition example. So what exactly is given in the question? A square plate of 30 millimeter sides rests on HP such that one of the diagonals is inclined at 30 degree to HP and 45 degree to VP. Draw its projection. In this case, it is not directly mentioned or directly given. So where it is resting, whether it is resting on corner or whether it is resting on the edge, he has not mentioned. How to identify here? So indirectly he has given the information in this case. Just let me read it once again. A square plate of 30 millimeter sides rests on HP. So in the first sentence, it is clear that it is resting on HP. That means the true shape diagram have to draw it on HP, that is top view only, such that one of the diagonals is inclined at 30 degree to HP and 45 degree to VP. The diagonals where you will going to get, when you join the opposite corners of the your square, you will going to get a diagonal. Okay, so diagonal is inclined in the sense it has to rest on corner, because the diagonal starts from the corner, from one corner to the opposite corner it joins. Correct. That means indirectly as given it is resting on one of his corner. So you have to write the corner condition here. So you draw a square such that any one of the corners should come left side of you. So like that you have to draw the square. Okay. So how to draw a square, already in the last class we have discussed. So draw one horizontal line. The horizontal line, you take any one of the point. Okay. After taking any one of the point, draw a 45 degree line above the horizontal line and below the horizontal line. After drawing this 45 degree line, from this point you take how much the side dimension is given, 40 millimeter. You take 40 millimeter with the help of your compass, cut this 45 degree above and below 45 degree line. Okay, wherever it cuts, you will get 2 more points. 1, 2, 3 points you'll be getting it. Now without changing it, from D, that is from this point you cut one more arc, same 40 millimeter, and from this point you cut one more the arc 40 millimeter. Wherever it intersect, okay, that is one more point. Now all the 4 points, if you join it together, so you're going to get perfect square with the corner condition, wherein the corner is resting. That is, corner is coming left side of you. This how you have to complete the top view in the corner condition example. So after this, you can name it. So any name I have given, A, B, C, D I have given. So after this, you draw the front view for this. How to draw a front view? Draw the vertical projector from all the points till it meets the XY line. And you are looking from here. You can put a arrow mark here. In this in your sketchbook itself, you can put arrow. You are looking from here. ADC. It's very simple to understand. ADC, you can see. You cannot see the D. So it is a corner condition. It is resting like this on HP. Correct. The complete the square you can see in the top view, front view look like a straight line which is equal to the diagonal. Okay, that's what. So you join this with a thick line, and ADC you can see, you cannot see B. That's why B dash is written within the bracket. So this completes your front view. So this completes your both the true shape diagram. In the first position you have completed. Next information what he says. So he says the diagonal is inclined at how much? 30 degree to HP and 45 degree to VP. He says the same. Which is the diagonal here? AC is the diagonal. Here AC is the diagonal because it is resting on the corner A, in the sense AC is the diagonal. Correct? So that means, so what I will do, so after writing the first position, drawing first position, I will take right side any one of the point, and from that point I will draw a 30 degree line. I will draw a 30 degree line from that point. Now I'll transfer this point here. I'll call this point which I have taken as the reference point as A dash. I'll consider it. Now I'll take this A dash and C dash distance as the center. I'll cut this 30 degree line and I'll call that particular point as the C dash. After that, A dash to D dash distance you take and cut it over here and mark that point as the D dash and B dash. So this completes your the second position front view. So what exactly you have done here? So you have redrawn this front view such that, okay, it is coming on this 30 degree, because it says the lamina, the diagonal is nothing but the lamina is inclined at 30 degree to HP. The diagonal is inclined at 30 degree to HP. So this inclination is 30 degree. That is what I have taken. For this, draw the corresponding top view for this. Okay, so now how to draw the top view for this? You keep on draw the vertical projectors from the previous front view and horizontal projectors from all the points of your top view. Now coincide the points. A is here, A dash is here, this is A. B is here, B dash is here, this is B. C is here, C dash is here, this is C. D is here, D dash is here, this is D. Now you join this, all the 4 points. So you're going to get apparent shape of your square. Almost it looks like a rhombus. So here also all the 4 sides are equal. Okay, so this completes your the second position, front view and top view. Now coming to the third position. So he says what exactly is in the question. He said the diagonal is inclined at 30 degree to HP. We have completed the same diagonal. He says it is 45 degree to VP. So which is the diagonal? Actually AC is the diagonal. Correct. Here the apparent shape AC diagonal, it is not the true length of the diagonal AC. It is the apparent length of your diagonal AC. That's why the inclination, whatever he has given, it is the true inclination. So for this, so in the previous class also one example we have discussed the perpendicular by some median passing through the your triangle. One example we have discussed where we have taken the locus. Same thing we have to do here also. What you do? You draw it right side, either in this direction also you can draw 45-degree line, or in this direction also you can draw the 45-degree line. Okay. So after drawing 45-degree line here, what you have to do? First, the true length of the your uh, diagonal AC, you have to take this. So this initial position top view AC is nothing but your the true length. You take this true length of this, and after drawing 45-degree line, you can call any. You can take any one point. You can take any one point and call this as the point C. Okay, now take this AC as the distance, C as the center, you cut this 45-degree line. So after cutting 45-degree line, you locate a point and call from this particular the point, you draw a horizontal projector line. You draw a horizontal projector, line. You call this as the locus line. So after drawing this horizontal line, now you take this apparent length of your AC diagonal. So C as the center, A is this apparent length of the your diagonal, AC as the radius from C dash. C, you cut this horizontal line, that is locus line. After cutting this, you call this as the corresponding point A and join AC with a light line, because this is the diagonal that we have to show. And then AC you can project it till it meets the XY line, and you can find out what is the angle that is forming. So that is nothing but your the angle beta, that is the apparent inclination with respect to VP. So after getting this AC, you have to redraw this the previous the top view, that is the apparent shape of the top view, such that this AC should coincide to this AC. How to do this? A and C, you know, correct? A and C, you know. A to B, C to B distance is same, as well as A to D, C to D distance is same. With the help of your compass, you can take any one of that distance. From A, you cut it on either side. From C, you cut it on either side. So wherever these arcs intersect, you're going to get B and D. B and D you will get. So this how you have to redraw the previous the apparent shape of the top view, such that this AC should come on this the line which you have, apparent inclination line which you have taken. So this completes your top view. After completion of your top view, the front view is very easy as usual. Keep on draw the vertical projectors from all the points of your the top view, and keep on draw the horizontal projector from all the points of your the front view also. Now we coincide the points and locate it. A is here, A dash is here, this is A dash. B is here, B dash is here, this is B dash. C is here, C dash is here, this is C dash. D is here and D dash is here, this is D dash. Once you get all these 4 points, you join this with a thick line. So this is your the corresponding front view, the final position. So this how you have to complete the corner condition square example, which is given to you in this particular case. Okay, so this completes your the square lamina, also a square plane surface. So one example today we'll discuss the rectangular lamina also. So let me take up that rectangular lamina. So this is a rectangular lamina example he has given. A rectangular lamina of size 20 millimeter by 30 millimeter. That means the rectangle, in the sense it is how the rectangle and square are different. A square, all the four sides are equal, whereas the rectangle, opposite sides are equal, and in internal included angle it is same, both your square as well as the rectangle. Internal included angle, that in all the case, in both the cases, adjacent angle is 90 degree. Adjacent sides are mutually perpendicular to each other. That is 90, 90, 90, 94. The angles, how much the included angle of the square or the rectangle? It is 360 degree. So he says a rectangular lamina. So let me take this as the example. 20 millimeter and 30 millimeter. The longer side is 30 millimeter, shorter side is 20 millimeter. Rests on HP on one of his longer edges. Yes, mentioned clearly here. It is resting on one of his longer edges. Which is longer edge? 30 millimeter. So this is the longer edge. If he says it is resting on shorter edge, 20 millimeter is the shorter edge. So like this you have to analyze. On HP one of his longer edge. The lamina is tilted about the edge on which it rests till its plane surface is inclined to HP at 45 degree line. So later he says the lamina is tilted about how much? 45 degree to HP. The third, the section what he has given, the third position, the edge on which it rests is inclined at 30 degree to VP. So this is the edge which is resting on the HP. Either you can tilt it like this 30 degree, or else like 30 degree like this you can tilt it. In this position you have to draw the both three positions, front view and top view. Let me start from the beginning. A rectangular lamina of size 20 millimeter shorter edge and 30 millimeter longer edge rests on one of his longer edge. This is the longer edge. Let me keep the entire lamina on HP. I'll draw the true shape diagram. The front view will be a straight line. This straight line which is equal to the shorter edge. So how should I complete it? Draw XY line, fix HP and VP. Draw a longer edge on your left side. What is the dimension of longer edge? 30 millimeter. Then how to complete the rectangle? From this end you draw perpendicular line to this, and from this point you draw a perpendicular line, and this you take 20 millimeter and cut it from both the points and join all the 4 points. You're going to get rectangle. In rectangle, opposite sides are equal. So this can name it all the 4 points. So this completes the true shape diagram at the top of your rectangle. Next, after this, how to draw a front view? Keep on draw the vertical projectors from all the 4 points like this till it meets the XY line. Now you are looking from here, D and C point you can see, you cannot see A and B point. A and B point you cannot see. So that's why, so we're looking here only the shorter edge length you can see. From here to here you have to join. See the top view, it look like a rectangle. Front view, only this the shorter edge you can see. So A and B you cannot see, that's why A dash and B dash should be written within the bracket. So this completes your front view also. The first position is completed. Second position, he says the lamina is inclined 45 degree to HP. So right side you take any one of the point and draw a 45 degree line. And that point you can call it as D dash and A dash. Now you take this D dash to C dash distance, you can take this with the help of your compass. So this as the center and this as the radius, this length as the radius, you cut this 45 degree line. Once you cut this 45 degree line, transfer this corresponding point also here and make it thick from here to here. So this completes your front view. So it is tilted in this way. If you tilt it like this, it look like a line. It look like a line which is inclined at 45 degree to HP. Now how to draw the top view for this? You keep on draw the vertical projectors. You keep on draw the vertical projectors from the previous front view like this downwards, and keep on draw the horizontal projectors from the previous top view. Now you coincide the points. A is here, A dash is here, this is A. B is here, B dash is here, this is B. C is here, C dash is here, this is C. D is here, D dash is here, this is D. So now we can join this ABCD with a thick line. So it's the apparent shape of your rectangle in the second position you're going to get. See? So this is what the shape you're going to get. The third position what he has given, the edge which is resting on HP. AD is the edge which is resting on HP. Now it is perpendicular to VP. You have to tilt it either in this way or in this way so that the edge which is resting on HP, that is AD, should incline at how much? 30 degree to VP. Either you can draw 30-degree line in this direction also or else in this direction. After drawing 30-degree line, let me take any one of the point. You call that as the point A. Now you take this AD distance from A as the center, you cut this 30-degree line. A and D you will be getting these 2 points. How to get the B and C points? From A you draw a perpendicular line or 90-degree line to 30-degree line. From D also you draw a 90-degree line or perpendicular line to your 30-degree line. And after drawing that, this distance you take it, A to B distance and D to C distance is same. You take that and cut it here. So B and C you're going to get. So join all the 4 points. Join all the 4 points. We're going to get the same shape and size of your the rectangle here. That means what exactly you have done here. You have redrawn this previous the top view such that AD should come on this 30-degree line. That's all. This completes your the top view. Coming to the front view, you keep on draw the vertical projector from all the points and draw the horizontal projectors also from the previous top view. Now you identify the points. A is here, A dash is here, this is A dash. B is here, B dash is here, this is B dash. C is here, C dash is here, this is C dash. D is here, D dash is here, this is D dash. Now you join this, all the 4 points, you will going to get and the front view of the final position. So like this, so you have to complete the, here also comparing to the previous class, same 3 positions, same the procedure and same concept we have followed like this. Any exercise is given with respect to your the square lamina or the rectangular lamina resting on HP or VP, resting on the corner or the edge, you have to read the question carefully. According to that, you have to complete the projection. Okay, so today also let me remind this the hint. So corner, if it is resting on corner, you take that corner as the left side. If it is resting on the edge, you take that the edge as the left side. The other side also you can take to maintain the uniformity. So you can take it like this so that the next while taking the inclination, so always you can take here in the right side only. And also if it is resting on HP, the top view you have to write the true shape diagram. If it is resting on VP, you have to draw the true shape diagram in the VP, that is in the front view. So like this you have to complete it. So tomorrow class we will discuss pentagon as well as hexagon if it is possible, and Friday class we will discuss the hexagon few examples as well as circular lamina. Okay, so almost 3 lamina we have completed by today. So 3 more lamina will complete this week so that we can start solid in the next week. So any clarification or any doubts, you can feel free to ask. Anyone having any doubt?